Welcome to Pop the Question podcast, brought to you by Sunshine Coast Wedding Collective. I'm your host, Lou O'Brien, Sunshine Coast wedding photographer and your guide to all things I do. If you're engaged and looking for fun, practical tips to plan your big day, you're in the right spot. Each week, I'll chat with a different wedding vendor to share advice and inspo in short, easy episodes. Now let's get into it. Hi, welcome to Pop the Question. This is Kiki, and she has been digging up some treats in the garden today, so she is grubby as. But thank you, everyone, for joining us. This podcast is for engaged couples looking for helpful tips on how to plan their wedding. And today, I'm very excited to be chatting with Marlies Tamis. Marlies and I have known each other for a few years now. We've done countless weddings together. I absolutely love doing weddings with Marlies because she has this calming presence about her. And whenever I see the brides, they're just always so like chilled and happy, knows how to bring out the natural beauty in her brides. So I just love how the brides look. They just look like their best selves, which is just gorgeous, and it always makes them feel amazing on their wedding day. So thank you very much, Marlies, for joining us today. How are you?
Good. Well, thank you for your lovely words. It's so lovely to hear. I'm really good. Thank you. And thank you for having me.
Well, I'm really happy to have you. So for people that don't know you, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and about your business?
Yes. So I started doing makeup in the year 2000, which is already quite a long time ago. And I did all my training and courses in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. And I moved to Australia in the year 2012 and started doing weddings over here, the Sunshine Coast, and absolutely loving it already for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
amazing.
so I'm doing hair and makeup here on the Sunshine Coast, the whole region over here, and looking after brides and their bridal parties is an absolute privilege.
Wow, that's amazing. Just to let people know, English isn't your first language. It's actually quite amazing. I'm always blown away with people who are bilingual, as I've said to you before, and I just love your accent. And it's beautiful. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. So the next part of our little podcast, as I like to do with all my guests, is ask a question that our engaged couples would like to know. And that question for you today is, what should a bride ask a hair and makeup artist before they book them?
Yes. Well, that's a really good question because there are so many makeup artists and hairstylists around. So what I would tell my engaged couples is really check out recent work, their signature style, and see if you align with their work and the artist's personality as well. It's really important to have somebody on your wedding day who can really look after you and that you feel that you're in trusted, experienced hands.
Yeah, absolutely. And like by different styles, you're talking about like if someone wants a more natural look or a glamour look, like what are some different looks that brides can have?
Yeah, so like my style is like romantic, feminine, and natural. So I love to bring out brides their natural beauty. But you could also go for like a glam look, so really like full coverage, full glamour. Yeah, so that kind of needs to fit with your personality, and that is also why it's so important to check out the artist's work and see if it aligns with your style.
Yes, I agree with that completely. Now, we have our next question. This fun little question is Pop the Question. This is our mystery wedding themed trivia or question. I'm going to ask you, which you have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just going to pull it out of my little
exciting
camera here. I always love seeing what the question is. I know, my little camera is pretty cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this one might be a bit harder for you, but you might know this.
Okay.
What is the coolest wedding favor you've seen? So that could also be, I think, for you, maybe bridesmaid gifts, because you probably see more bridesmaid gifts than
I know.
You wouldn't really go to a reception. So let's change that question for you, and let's say, what's the best bridesmaid gift you've seen?
Yes, I've seen one really beautiful bridesmaid gift
Yeah.
who was given to the bride and was also photographed by the photographer because it was
Yes.
so very special. It was like a personalized photo album, all with written hand notes, little keepsakes,
Oh my
and
gosh.
all put together in a beautiful handcrafted photo book, but all with little
Yeah.
notes, little written text, photos
They're
from
my favorite gifts.
yes, from
Something so heartfelt.
from childhood to till their wedding day. That was
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
My gosh.
I love those personal touches.
Yeah. I was
So
just thinking how many tears might have been there that you would have had
that's
to fix up
right.
makeup.
Oh
That would have
yes,
been like,
I have that all the time, so don't worry. But that's what I'm there for, so that's not a
yeah.
problem at all.
Yeah.
But that was beautiful, like a
That's,
personalized photo album. Who doesn't want to have that?
I would be putting my hand up for that.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
great. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next part of our little podcast here. And this is I always want to be able to give our listeners a helpful tip to take away with them that they can start planning their wedding with. So, what's a great tip you could give them?
Well, if you start planning your wedding and bridal hair and makeup, really make sure that you researched the stylist's work, their reviews, and if you really align with their signature style to make your wedding morning as beautiful and really unforgettable and feel
Yeah.
confident as it is.
Oh, I love
That's
that tip
important.
because
Yeah.
that point before the ceremony is so important that the bride feels at her best and everyone else feels exactly the same. So I love that
Yeah.
tip. That's perfect. Well, thank you so much, Marlies, for joining me today. For people who would like to find you, can you tell me where they can find you on the socials?
Of course. So you can check out my website, Facebook, Instagram, Makeup by Marlies.
And I'll have all those details as well on my website, which is imagesbyluobrian.com/pop the question. And I'll have all the show notes that will include Marlise's details and information about hair and makeup and also any past podcasts we've had as well. So thank you so much, Marlise. I've really enjoyed chatting
Yes.
with you and seeing
Yeah,
you. It's nice to catch up when we're not just doing a wedding together.
that's
So
right.
it's been great.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me. It was my pleasure.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye, Lou. Thanks.
That's it today. Share this episode with your engaged friends, leave a like and comment. You can grab the show notes at imagesbyluobrian.com/pop the question. Happy wedding planning, everyone, and we'll see you next week.